And we're going to go for a quick tour around campus to see if we can even find a cloud outside. This is over the Arboretum, no clouds. We'll go over Beaver Stadium. The cold front says, hey, Maria, it's not you, it's me, but this just isn't going to work out. And Maria takes the hint. You can see this piece of metal came off from the roof from the building right behind me, and we can also see these downed tree limbs off to our right. And a major pattern change coming next week. I know. I'm a fan of the warm weather too, so it's going to get a lot colder come next week, and it looks like it's going to be here to stay for a while. What we're mainly concerned about is the wind. Some winds about 50 miles per hour with this storm, and it is moving to the northeast.
That?
Yes, I just leave it to my mom to make the cookies, and I eat them.
You know, it's not homemade, but you still have to bake them, the break apart one. Does that count?
And I usually just eat the cookie dough, too. Without further ado, let's throw it back to you guys in the studio. And it's kind of going to be a battle between this high and Hurricane Irma. Much better day to get out on the course today, so if you haven't already, try to get that tee time in. A few of those thunderstorms that pop up might contain some hail and some stronger winds. And then my personal favorite part of Madison, concerts on the square. Those are only 9 days out, but as this cold front moves through, there's a lot of hot and very humid air in place, so that could trigger some more storms. And it's a chilly start to your morning on this first Saturday of December, but it will be warming up today, and that warming trend will continue at least for the next few days. But this is a live look over Gettysburg right now. You can see that sun just starting to rise, and Gettysburg getting in that Christmas spirit, and they'll be having their Christmas parade later today. But temperatures, as I mentioned, it is pretty chilly right now. Only 30 degrees in Harrisburg, 26 in Lebanon, 24 in Carlisle, but it will warm up once that sun does start to rise. We are dealing with a few clouds moving through the area, but it will be a mostly sunny sky once that sun does come up. But we will have high pressure dominating our region for today and for the next few days, and that will be keeping the clouds away and bringing in some fairly mild air into our region. This is tomorrow, still no clouds to be seen, but as we zoom out a little bit, you can see this low pressure system moving in and this very strong cold front, and that will be bringing some rain into our area and some very cold air. This is Monday evening, and then come Tuesday evening, that will be moving into our area. And I wanted to show you just how cold this air is. This is the upper air pattern as we go into next week, and this cold air will be sticking with us for a while, and that's why the Climate Center is saying that we are going to be below average. This is their 6 to 10 day outlook, so it looks like this cold pattern is here to stay come next week. But back to today, the tree lighting ceremony in York today, a beautiful day for that, 46 degrees with just a few clouds in the region. And then that warming trend, you can see tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. We'll see more sun than we'll see today, and then even warmer come Monday. But then Tuesday evening is when that cold front will move through. But before that cold front gets here, it's going to be very warm, almost 60 degrees. And then the cold front comes through and much cooler conditions. The temperatures will be dropping throughout the day on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday, much colder than we've been experiencing recently.
So there is hope ahead for people who like warmer weather this week.
If you like warmer weather, you'll like the beginning of the week. If you're ready for winter, you're going to like the end of the week.
Which one do you like?
I like the warmer weather. I like to get outside, but hey, you know, if you like to ski, if you like to snowboard, you might like the colder conditions later this week.
Yeah, everything in moderation, right?
Exactly.
NBC 15 is now in storm mode.
Good evening. We are in storm mode here at NBC 15, and that's because of a strong line of thunderstorms that's popping up in southern Minnesota right now. Many areas off to our west in severe thunderstorm and even tornado watches in this region. So let's zoom in a little bit closer. We can see all this lightning associated with this line of thunderstorms. Many counties off to our west in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. We're seeing hail and some winds as primary threats. and these storms are moving in our direction. Here's some of that hail I was talking about. We can see some areas of hail popping up with these storms. Also, some areas of some broad rotation, strong winds, so we're keeping our eye on that, and winds going to be a primary concern with these storms as well. And here's the timing for our area. Coming into our viewing area around 1 a.m. as the primary time, entering the western parts of the viewing area, and then 2 to 3 a.m. is looking when we're going to see these storms come through the downtown Madison area, and then 3 a.m., 4 a.m. is when they'll be exiting off to our east. And by the morning commute, these storms will really be out of the area by that time that you have to get up for work in the morning. Now, our severe threats, tornadoes, not very likely by the time these storms move into our area here in southern Wisconsin. We saw some possible tornadoes popping up in Minnesota, but looking like these storms will weaken a bit by the time they get here. But high wind is what we really have to worry about. Gusts between 60 to 80 miles per hour, and those wind speeds can definitely do some damage, knocking down some weaker trees and also ripping some roofing off of buildings. So that will be our primary concern. If you do have to be outside during those hours, do be careful and stay tuned to when these storms come through. We did see some hail as well on the radar, so that will also be a concern. And then there's a lot of rain falling in just a small period of time, so we have to worry about flash flooding in those low-lying areas. And then for your extended forecast, by the time the storms move out of here on Monday, we're looking for a fairly humid day, high of about 82 degrees, some showers and some possible storms popping up in the afternoon, but not looking anything like the storms moving through this evening. And then Tuesday into Wednesday is our next chance of some severe thunderstorms with some hot and humid air moving into the region. We will see a chance for some potential storms Tuesday into Wednesday, so we'll keep you updated on that. And Wednesday, getting up to 87 degrees. That will be the peak high during the week. And then Thursday and Friday, cooling off a bit. The humidity drops. Beautiful day, 82 on Thursday, 83 Friday. Then we bump back up a little bit on your weekend, getting into the mid-80s, but looking fairly dry throughout most of the weekend.